I don't know if you remember the video that we made, it was a squirrel, that we made when I was showing how we were dehorning, the different tools of dehorning. If you saw that video, you saw Betty here when she was a tiny baby. Look how she has grown. She has grown up so much. I opened up the back pen back here so they could go out and eat grass out there. They were out there this morning, and then my daughter threw some hay out for them, and they came in and eat the hay. But they came in first, they ate a little bit of hay, then went back out and ate some grass. So they'll go back out once they chew their cud, the goats. And you can see them back there. They'll chew their cud and get all that food in another stomach, and then they'll go back out and eat some more grass. Now, when I'm talking about squirrel trouble, I mean we have squirrel holes everywhere. Squirrel hole back there. There's a squirrel hole there. Another squirrel hole there. There's Goblina, Amber, and Emerald back there. Get that where I can get you to see it. Emerald is the furthest one back. That is Amber here. This is Goblina. You can see she's after attention. She's our attention kid. She is Angora and Nubian, or Angora and Nubian is what she is. But you can see there's a squirrel jumping down. I don't know if you can see him that well. But you can see all the squirrel holes here. This is why I'm saying I have tons of squirrels. There's a squirrel hole there. There's one there. Here comes a squirrel. And they're really not afraid of you. See, there's a squirrel over there on that side of the fence. There's a squirrel hole here. So they're really not afraid. Then one just went in a hole behind that tree there. And these guys aren't afraid of you. This is why I'm saying I have squirrel problems. And they are just everywhere out here. They go into my duck and goose pen and eat the duck and goose food, and they'll stand right there and look at me when I go out there. If you hear the chirping, that's them. That's the squirrels. They're signaling that I'm out here. You can probably just barely hear them. Sounds almost like maybe a bird chirping or a frog even. But that's the squirrels. Got a squirrel here. Squirrel hole there. Squirrel hole there. You can hear them. There's a squirrel right there on the wood pile, taking off running. Don't know if you can see him going through the brush. The squirrel clear out there. There goes one that way, running across. There's still one right over there by the wood pile. If you listen close, you can hear them. There's tons of them out there in that field even, way out there. There's one up against my chicken house even, on the fence where I'm building the pig pen. There's squirrels there. Big old squirrel hole. I came out here one day and I shot several of them. I probably shot maybe 5, 6 of them. Not a huge amount, but it doesn't seem to put a dent into them, whatever. But I wanted to show you Betty, how big she's gotten. Every time I go in her pen, she comes up and pushes me around because she wants attention. She's an attention baby. But you can see how big she has gotten. She's not that little tiny heifer calf that you saw before. Now she's a big heifer. Got some nice weight on her, getting some size on her. She's not quite a year old yet. She's 9 months old, I think, is what she is. And you can see. Now she's not full Angus. She's Angus Holstein. And a friend of mine have some Highlanders, so she has a bull calf that she's been bottle feeding, and it's very friendly. So I've been talking to her about getting him. I believe he will make a great bull for her. The Highlanders are small enough so that when she has her calf, the calf will be small. And I've been looking at, I looked at a couple of Herefords, bald-faced Herefords, and the reason why they call them bald-faced is because they have a white face, so they call them bald-faced Herefords. It's not because they're hornless, because a lot of your bald-faced Herefords are not hornless, they have horns. In cattle country, they leave the horns on most of their cattle because of predators. It helps the cows to be able to defend themselves a little better with horns. The same thing with people that have a lot of goats and stuff. They will leave the horns on their goats. Now the Angoras, I already explained that in one of my videos, that on the Angoras you don't dehorn them because of all the hair. Now next month we will be getting to start shearing those two big ones. Now Goblina, since she's half and half, her hair just sheds out. I was going to comb her out. You can see her rubbing up against the fence. But she kind of rubbed herself along the trees and stuff, and so she pretty much got the hair off of her before I had a chance to comb her out, because I wanted to comb her out to get that. And I can see I'm going to have to tie that gate up a little bit better. I got to get some new gates in here. But here's Emerald. This is Amber. I'm sorry. This is Amber. And these guys play together all the time. Betty, earlier they were playing ring around the building with Betty. She'd run around the building and they'd run around the building. They all get along. She butts them, they butt her. So, but wanted you to see a little bit about the squirrel problem too. It looks like a squirrel hole right there even. They are a nuisance. There's a squirrel hole right here too, on this side. And I think this all belongs to one squirrel. It just goes from one side to the other. And the guineas, you can see the guineas have been roosting up in this tree here. You can see there's quite a bit of grass way out back. I got some more string. I'll tie that up a little tighter. I think Betty's been pushing on it and trying to get it to go. Anyway, that's the story on Betty, how big she's getting. And a little bull calf that we're looking at getting. Like I say, he's a Highlander, so he will have horns. So I'm pretty sure her calf will have horns. And since it will be half Highlander, half Angus, and a quarter of Holstein, there's a big opportunity, big chance that it will have horns, even though Betty is a polled Angus. She was born without horns and will not have horns. But whenever I breed her, now if I breed her back to a polled Angus, she would have a polled calf. So if she has a heifer, you know, I will be looking for an Angus bull to breed to her again once she calves the first time. You can see how big she's gotten. She's a nice calf. She's built pretty nice. She's not a real meaty, beefy build because she is part dairy, half dairy. But she does have a little bit of a beefy look to her, not so much dairy. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe. Please push the bell for more videos. When I make some, I'll contact you that when a new video has been uploaded. Make a comment, ask questions. So have a good day.